Running city rallies in KvK is like my favorite thing to do. And I didn't get a chance to do much of it last KvK, but so far in this Zone 6, hey, yo, I got to destroy some cities. Holy, they forgot. Oh my gosh. You let this homeboy attach to you, it's going to do some freaking damage. Look at this. This is the video that's going to talk about city rally. It's going to talk about these reports, monster reports I got in this Zone 6 as we were kind of doing some fun stuff with the city rallies. We're going to talk about how crazy good Attila is. And in 2026, he's still doing it. I'll show you all about it. I'll tell you what you need to do because, guys, listen, everybody needs an Attila. You just got to have this guy. Why not? So stick around while we go through it all right now. Hey everybody, it's your boy War Daddy Chadsky, and if you enjoy these videos for Rise of Kingdoms and the videos that I do, throw a like on here. Helps out the videos, helps out the channel, and if you would be so kind, doesn't cost you anything, hit that subscribe button, and you can hit that bell if you want to get any alerts when I do content like this. And we're in the middle of our July and August video giveaways for the month of July and August to celebrate all the fighting I'm doing and all the live streams. I am giving away a $10 flux for every video. All you have to do to enter to win is comment down below in the comment section. Oh my God, my Attila's getting swarmed. Holy, we'll talk about that in a few. But from the previous video, Trapado, let's go. This is in reference to the last video I did a couple of days ago that talked about how you can run your meta commanders and how you should focus them and how you should focus Chen, Sun Tzu, Achilles. I'll have a card in the top about it. And he said something very interesting. Trapado says, don't forget about siege. I liked what he said because maybe I just need to work on a siege march. Hey, yo, what? Okay. I know you just fell out of your chair. Just chill. It's going to be okay. But this is where we're at in this whole situation with these marches. Why not siege? So as you can see here, I am running this Attila rally. Now, in this KvK that we're fighting in, I got to run some city rallies and I ran about, 8 or 9 of them yesterday. And the kind of trades that we did, guys, Attila is still the master of the city rally, okay? The master of it. All right, we're in Orleans KvK, which means I get to put auxiliary skills on Attila. But regardless, he is like the king of the city rallies. And this is where the Attila value keeps going. Now, the previous videos that I've done, I'm actually getting people saying, Chadsky, you're not mentioning Attila like you used to. Well, this is all about Attila because not only for the city rallies, guys, he brings value, incredible value, all over the place. I'll go through some of the marches that I'm running. I'll go through some of the things that I'm doing with him as I'm sharing this report. I'll go through some of the things that I'm doing with him in the field. And it's just insane what this guy does. And I cannot encourage people enough. I am going to die on this hill. I am going to fall on this sword. And I'm going to tell everybody, like, he's not going anywhere, guys. And Arch Formation is just cooking it. So let's go through these as we did a ton of these city rallies, okay? I know you guys want to see these reports, all right? We're here in Zone 6, right? We're fighting. We're building. We just dropped another fort. We're going to try to get to this past 6. If we can get there, we've pretty much got KvK wrapped up before King's Land even happens. But we're facing some really, really good kingdoms here, 2217, 3325, all those kingdoms, and we're cooking it pretty good. They're cooking us. We're cooking them. We're going through all the fun things. But I did a bunch of rallies today, a bunch of them. And we're going to go through some of these reports, okay? We're going to go through some of these reports, and they are going to blow your mind, all right? When you see reports like this, in this city, I want to say, Seka, I want to say that they were sitting at about 90 million power, 95 million power. And you go put an Attila Takeda on these things. Look at this report, 2.9 million deads. Holy jeez. Like just insane deads that they took. All right, dropped 21 million power. Guys, you're not safe. Even in KvK, when you have an extra size hospital, right? Your hospital cap is 780,000 in KvK. You can even run it up higher than that if you use Byzantine as a civilization. But even if you do that, like just to kind of help you guys understand, The Attila Takeda does so much white numbers and so many sevs that it just cooks. And when you don't have gear on, oh boy, it's hard. And if you can get people to swarm you, okay, this has got a 3.2 million cap, all right? Now, what I'm trying to say here is that anybody can run an Attila Takeda city rally. Anybody, even if you have if you've got like barely an arch formation and it's kind of scuffed, maybe a couple of rares, you can still go run this, guys. You can have fun doing this. The kinds of city rallies we did, oh my gosh, just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And so when you see these things and you're looking at this, you're just like, oh my God, what are we going to do with these things? There's all kinds of ways to go through this. All right. Now I'm going to show you another city rally. Let me see if I can pull this thing up here. All right. Let me see. There's video intro. Got that. Got my clips. Got to go over here to downloads. Okay. Got to pull this up. And let me just pull this down. Well, okay. So here is another rally. Let me just pull this up for you guys. Here is another rally that we did. All right. Now we're running this thing. And as we go, my boy Peng, actually helped us out here. I'm rallying Seabass. Now, Seabass, actually, what's funny, he's a follower of the stream. He actually won one of our $50 giveaways that we did a couple of weeks ago. But as I'm running this rally on Seabass, okay, I think I catch him offline. He's sitting at 79 million power, and he's a pretty good player. All right. But here comes this rally. And dude, guys, if he doesn't have it doesn't look like he's got much gear on his Gorgo. He might have a little gear, but I don't think so. He just doesn't have quite the troops. And he's running Matthias, and you start just wearing down the power. I mean, this is what Attila Takeda does. Anything less than 100 million power, it just cooks, man. Especially when you run that rally cap up. Okay, so wanted to show these. Maybe I can get swarmed by this guy. I pray for swarms. Like, please swarm me. Like, if you're coming to me and I'm running a rally, please swarm me. And we'll show you what the swarm does. If they're really going to swarm me, I don't think they are. They know better. Okay? If they're really going to swarm me, it's going to hurt a lot. And they're going to take deads. And I'll show you some reports here in a few that come to that. But when you run Attila with Takeda, all right, and you run these, it's still the king of the city rallies. Like, still, even to this day. Like, you could use the high-end rallies nowadays. You can use Shapur. But for cities with less than 100 million power, you're really not sending many Sev wounds. It's all skill damage. So you're just not sending that many troops to die. Attila Takeda, just cooking it, man. Just absolutely cooking it. And so thanks for Peng for putting this thing up and sending me that video. I think, God, what are they doing? Are they reinforcing this thing? Like, this is where they lose so much power. And Seabass, bless his heart, has dropped 10 million power. Okay? And he did have somebody come in there and help him there. Where's the rally on Seabass? Is it here somewhere? I think it's here somewhere. No, we'll get into that one here in a second. Is it here? Is it here? That's on Hockey Bug. Is it here? There's Seabass. Okay. So here's what that rally did. All right? Gave 980,000 deads. Like my guy Seabass, holy geez. Took 500,000, more than that, 550,000 T5 troops from him. 5 million. It killed. It kills it. Like, look, he had his hospital cleared, and at 79 million power, that's what Attila Takeda does. All right. And so from there, here was one of the first rallies I ran. Cooking Seka. But if you notice something here, it took some swarms, but you can always tell at the top the total deads that I inflicted all came from the city. So everybody's smart enough to swarm and just pull off. There were people that were not so kind with that. Here's another rally that I did against Mad Panda. Okay. He took 910,000 Sev wounds. Hey, yo. And 296,000 dead. Now, here's the other side of this. Okay. This is where those swarms come into place because I inflicted 1.1 million deads. So 800,000 deads came from somebody. Hey, yo, exorcism. This guy just taking deads on the swarm. Swarming to Sad Face, swarming to 100,000 troops, just taking deads. Oh my gosh, Soliaris? Same thing here. Just swarming down to 87,000. You're swarming a rally with 3 million. Guys, don't swarm this stuff. Like, for this player here, look at the set wounds. Like, the hospital's cleared when they start swarming. And then they just start taking crazy dead. Ninja Go, same thing with Ninja. Holy jeez, what are we doing here, boys? 800,000 deads on the swarm. Like, I'm baiting you. Anybody rallying Attila Takeda, like, you just can't swarm it. The only way you can swarm it is if you're rallying into a massive murder ball with 100 marches and they all hit you at the same time. It's not going to hurt them near as much because you're going to kill the rally so fast. But if you're just one of like 7 or 8 marches swarming an Attila Takeda, hitting a city when the Attila Takeda has 3 million troops in it, oh man, good luck. Oh my gosh. And then look what it does to the city. Like, you're not really hurting it. It's still going to do the damage on the city. This was the rally that probably put it over the top. My boy, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, WTF. I love the name, by the way. Taking, 809,000 archers, 820,000 cavalries, like literally knocking this guy out of KvK. And what's crazy is, like, we have objectives fighting. Kingdom 2, fill in the rallies. Kingdom 2 for the win. Hey, yo. Credit Kingdom 1002. But just putting up massive numbers. I don't think anybody swarmed this. This was just a straight rally on Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. And then we saw the Sea Bass one. I think there was one more here. Oh, here was another one. Okay. Against Hockey Bug. Okay. Took 300,000 deads on the rally. All right. But then look at the deads up here. That means somebody swarmed this thing. And there we go. There's your swarmer. There's your swarmer. 2 marches, 3 marches, 4 marches, 5 marches, 5 marches, 5 marches, and it looks like it took about 650,000 deads, or I'm sorry, 500,000 deads. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No deads here, no deads here. So from that one player, and are they still parked here? I don't think they're here. Yeah, they are. 76 million power? Like, that knocks them out of KvK. Like, they don't have any more troops when you do this kind of stuff. Like Attila Takeda. Okay, let's go through the gear. Okay, first of all, my gear, off the charts, guys. You know this. I'm a Cav main, Cav Rally main. I even put the Greatest Glory on because I'd rather get the normal damage if they're gonna swarm me. But if it's just rallying like Attila Subutai into a garrison, I'm just going to run the horn, right? And so from there, that's what I ran on the gear. And then here's my arch set. Now, my arch set is really good. It's busted, right? But even if you just had some inscriptions like this with some decent rolls, something like this with forceful, this is arch. This is why it works on Attila. Something like Unswerving here. Even if you just had like 3 rares with decent stats, this is the slot you do not want. You do not want battle ready, and you do not want the destructive you do not want the destructive special inscription. I run this for max stats. I wish I could get a pulverize with robust. That would be the double I would want. But you don't even have to have a destructive. You don't have to have a rare or a special inscription on the scroll slot for arch. Just try to get forceful here. Okay? Just try to get unswerving here, and just try to get even keeled here. Go slap that on an Attila, and you can just have regular gear. Like, it doesn't have to be critted tier 5 stuff, just regular gear, and you go rally 60 million pound farms, power farms, 40 million power farms, 50 million power farms. Everybody can have an Attila city rally. Like, make Attila great again. Everybody needs an Attila. Everybody should run Attila rallies. When you cut off the enemy and they've got dead territory where all their cities can be rallied, you ought to have an alliance that just hucks up 15 different Attila rallies, as long as they know, right? You can't go with scuffed gear and scuffed armaments on 120 million power city, right? You gotta pick and choose. Like, hey, I'm running like some decent art or cav stuff. Maybe not. You got a couple things that aren't critted. Maybe a couple things that are like tier 2 on the Awakening. You can always go rally 50 million power farms. You can always rally 70 million power low power players, and that's what works so well. In addition to this, and this is where Attila just keeps getting better, guys. All right. I've pulled this when it comes to the rock battle stats, right? On rock battles, we've pulled all this data. Okay. And I'm going to show you something here in the combat labs. Now, Grigmar, Daver, all those guys that are doing this stuff with the drastic scoring, I'm going to show you something kind of interesting. Okay. I'm going to show you the average for Attila Achilles. All right. If you come down here, first of all, it gets a good high score, but it trades on a weighted trade at 333%. Here's what's interesting about this March with Attila Achilles. The majority of reports, of the 174,000 reports, the majority of them are with Delta. They're with Delta. So you don't have to have Arch to run this in the field. That's the beauty of it, okay? Now, you do have a lot of Arch ones here, like mine, and the way it trades is so good. It's so good. Now, I can check out my pairings, okay? And when I go to my pairings on Attila Achilles, hey, yo, of course, I'm running crazy good stuff. But you run this thing down, look at my weighted trades. Like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. 17,000 battles, 180%. There's something I want you guys to look at. It is the DPS. That is the highest DPS I've ever seen anybody have, ever. And part of the reason why is because you can run Attila Achilles into a murder ball. You can run it into a ball of the enemies and watch it trade. Okay, it's just incredible what it does. All right, let me show you real quick. I know I'm sitting in the middle of this KvK. Do they have a murder ball somewhere? Watch this. I could just go run this thing. I'm just gonna go run it, right? I'm gonna show you guys live and in living color. Okay, our murder ball's here, and I'm gonna go run this Attila behind enemy lines, right? Let me see. I don't even know if they'll hit me anymore. Like, I don't even think they'll hit me anymore. They know better. But I'm going to run this thing into their ball. Okay? And watch what happens when I do. Now, they probably got my troop marked because I can do this all KvK. And this is wonderful to do if you're in a War Frenzy KvK, hey, yo. But look, they're all ignoring me. This guy hits me, okay? I'm going to hit War Frenzy. I'm going to go ahead and get rocked by this guy. Why not? The more people hitting me, the better, right? And so from there, this is what you want to do with Attila, because I could just run this over and over and over and see the kind of different trades that I get. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. You get these kind of trades, hey, yo. So that's what you see with the trades. Just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. And so it's like the greatest march. It is like a march. I don't know who said, Omni or somebody said, it's like a march on easy mode. Like, you don't care if it gets swarmed down. You can put it in the middle of the ball. It does not matter. You can literally put it in the middle of the ball, okay? And I've been running this march all KvK. And for the most part, I've been running, after I run this, I've been running a lot of, where is it? Arthur with Gang Gang, and it's doing great with Delta. Of course, I got crazy good Delta stuff. But here we go. I'm just going to run this Attila out here. I'm going to bypass all these guys. It's a great farm killing march too, because nobody wants to hit you. Like, nobody. Like, look, I'm pulling this guy away from the ball. Like, he's not even gonna hit me. Like, he's like, nope, not messing with that. I'm going to the siege, baby. We're diving siege. Wait, what? Yep. Get him, boys. Watch what this thing does. Okay. Now, the more marches I can get to hit me, the better. Absolutely. The more marches I can get to hit me, the better. It's great, but now they're not even really hitting me. Just the sieges hit me, which is taking the siege off of our murder ball. It's like incredible what this thing is able to do. Okay, now I got everybody swarming me. They're focused on me. They're not focused on this ball up here. And look what this thing does. Trades even. Like what? Like what? I can go run that over and over, guys. It just, the trades on it are just stupid. They're just dumb. Over and over and over again. Like, that's why this march, and it's not cheeseburgering. I'm literally running it into their ball. And that's the value of this dude. I just can't. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I don't know what other evidence you want. City rallies, meta. Oh my God, meta. Field march with Achilles, meta. Off the charts meta. Garrison with David? It is the meta. It's the only thing that doesn't get swarmed down to nothing without doing damage. I mean, you guys have seen that. Like, Attila's everywhere. I don't know what else you guys want me to say. The data's there. Like, we have the data now. Like, do you believe me now? I mean, even in combat labs, when you come up here and pick Attila, hold on, where's he at? And Achilles. Look at how this is trading. It's like one of the best trading marches. And the DPS at 590 a second is so freaking high. Let me just show you, okay? Okay, let's put things into perspective. Attila Achilles, 590 DPS per second. Now, 590, all right? Let's go to Chin. Let's compare him to Chin. This is Attila Achilles, all right? Let's go to Chin Zuge. Where are we at here? Where's our Chin? It's around here somewhere. Chin with Zuge, right? What's the DPS? 363. 363. Okay? Let's go like Sun Tzu with like, let's see, where is he at? Sun Tzu with like BQ. Crazy good march. Where's he at? Sun Tzu. Let's find this. Come down here. There he is. Let's go with BQ. Why not? Let's see here. Bai Chi. Okay. Really good march, right? Really good march. DPS 431. Higher DPS. And then Attila Achilles is at what? What was it? 5 what? 539? 590? I mean, guys. God. And then on my pairings, because I do some of that diving into the ball, I'm trading at 180%. That's a weighted trade. That's what really matters. And I'm doing over 1,000 DPS. This is it. I quit. I absolutely quit. Everybody stop what you're doing and make a freaking arch set and run Attila. There's nothing else I can prove. Oh, but Chadsky, I've got Delta. Switch it. I don't give a rip. You got a wedge formation? Well, I'm waiting for Delta 2.0. That's going to be like in 3 more months, guys. Just switch to Arch. You can't go wrong. That's it. Every 6 to 9 months, maybe every 6 to 7 months, 6, 7, 8, I do a video about Attila. And this is another one I wanted to do. All right. I wanted to show you the city rallies. I wanted to show you what this thing did. Attila Takeda still the ruler of the city rallies. Unbelievable. Part of the Cav meta rally. Cannot wait for the new Cavs to come out. No telling what we can do with Attila there. And the reason why, guys, is because when you run Arch, you enhance the normal damage, right? You enhance all the normal damage. Normal damage boost here. Normal damage boost here. Okay? Attila has so much normal damage. It's incredible. It's part of his package. He's going to give a 30% normal damage bonus for 4 seconds. All right? He does an all damage bonus, one of the best skills in the game. And then I think, where's it at? Is his expertise? He can't be silenced. And you're going to deal 20% more normal damage to troops with less than 50% units remaining. That's great in the field. It's great on the rallies and garrisons. Just normal damage everywhere. You get normal damage, and you get normal damage, and you get normal damage. And then it's all enhanced by the Arch formation with more normal damage. Normal damage boosts. Normal damage boosts, and go cook. God, if they ever gave us an Arch 2.0, it would be over. It would be just over. We would dominate the game with Attila. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and you got a little bit of entertainment out of it, you saw those reports and enjoyed those, get down in the comments. Let me know. Also, enter to win that $10 flux for the next video that I do. I will announce that winner of this video in the next one. Tell me what you think. Are you guys rallying with Attila? Use them in the field? Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Oh, gosh. Love you, broskies. No matter where you are, I hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. And we'll see you later, broskies.